Hello everybody, and today I have the start of a new series of making Roblox games in Roblox Studios, and I learned all this from a very nice book which I'll leave in the description, which is Roblox Coding with Lua in 24 hours, and I'll just be explaining that with you today. Now, before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Alright, let's begin. So, Roblox games are made by a coding language called Lua, and all Roblox games are made by that. So, to start creating, on your website address, just type Roblox Studios. It's the first one that comes up, and just log in with your normal Roblox account and just download it from there. When you've done all that, you can head on to the Roblox, and what you want to do is click down here on templates and just click on base plate. So you move around in the editor like a normal game. So WASD, use a scroll wheel to zoom in and out, press E to go up, and press Q to go down. Press Q to go down. And you can just turn with your right click, and left click. It's just to highlight stuff, which you can move around like this. Press T to tilt your camera. So there are many parts. So yeah, and here you can just exit by clicking this and just saving like so. So I'm just gonna open up a new base plate. Anyway, so here we are at the base plate again. So what we want to do first is we want to open up the output window. So if you click on the view, and there's a button called output, we just want to click on that, and you get an output window right here, and that will just help us with some outputs that we have. So before I teach you how to make a simple game, I'm going to teach you the basics of scripting. So what you want to do, if you click on parts, you can insert a block, and this block is just a simple block, and if you click it, you can just drag it to move it anywhere. I'll just color it red for the time being, and you can add the material if you want. So we have this material, and if you click onto there, then if you look in the Explorer menu, which is here, and if you click onto the parts, and if you just open that up, you just click on the arrow here, and you'll find scripts, and you'll just come up with this blank page, and it will be marked as Hello World, which is a standardized coding starter. So if we just play this in here, it will just be printed Hello World, and you can just play this as a normal Roblox game. So you can click on this red arrow up here to end it. So we're back in scripts. So let's just so have a go. Delete this and see how would you print I want a lot of potatoes, for example. So if we just write print and print functions, just like Python, we'll need this. So print I want a lot of potatoes. So will this work? Let's test it. And of course, when we join the server, in the output function, it will print I want a lot of potatoes. So let's just stop. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's try to code something a bit more complicated. So let's remove this, and if you click onto here, you come back to the place. So if we click onto move and click onto this block, it will come up with a transform editor. And we just want to move it a bit up like this. So on the second part, we're going to learn how to code an explosion. So if we have this, we can just use it to rescale it a bit and make it a bit larger. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. First of all, if we play this game, if you just watch, the block fell down. That's because it's not anchored. And to anchor it, here's what we do. So if you click onto here, there'll be a properties window right here. And depending whether on if you're Mac or PC, it will look a bit different. So if you click on here, we can just click anchored. Just type it here, click on anchored, and now it'll be anchored. So when we play it, the block doesn't fall down, and you can jump onto here. Alright, next what we're going to do, we want to run some code on it. So if you remember, we click on the block and we click down on the scripts area, and we have a blank script where, remember, we can print hello world, but we don't want to do that. What we want to do is, you can keep a print function if you want as a little reminder. So I'm just going to keep that here. But what we're going to do is we're going to create an explosion. So what I did here is, you know how it's green? In Python, it's hashtag, but in Lua, it's this, to basically create a note which does not affect the code at all. So I just want you to type exactly what I type. So local trap equals script.Parent. So type exactly what I type. Local function onTouch, and then in parentheses I just want you to do partTouched. I'll put the code that I'm writing in the description so you don't have to copy. It'll come up with like ideas don't follow the ideas. Now we want a little indent. You click that by clicking the tab button, and you just want to do part touched colon destroy and then brackets. After the end function, you just want to type trap touched colon connect on touch. Now let's see if this code works. So we're going to load up this, and if you see, your body gets destroyed when you touch it. So that's pretty cool. But it's not really an explosion, is it? So I think we'll just name it create a destruction. I think that would be fair. So let's play that again. It's quite funny because if your arm touches it, your arm gets destroyed. And there we go. Our body is destroyed now. We can try that again, and you can try that as well in your coding. Alright, if it doesn't work, if your code didn't work, that's okay. Just make sure you write exactly what I wrote here. Just double check again, and it should be fine. Remember, if your colors aren't the same, it's okay, because there's all different versions of Roblox, and by the time you watch this video, the colors might have changed around. And remember to keep where I put capital letters, also put capital letters. Now, if it doesn't work, for example, if I remove the brackets here, let's see if it works. It does not work. And normally, and look, it doesn't work. And normally in your output, it will tell you what's not working. So in here, it says expected a bracket when passing function got partTouched. So let's just stop the program. And look, where it says partTouched, it expects brackets. So you should put the brackets, and if you play it again, it works. Okay, so I think that's basically the basics of scripting, and that will be the end of this part of the video. Now I'll give you a challenge to do. So the challenge is, I want you to create an obstacle course. So for example, actually I did not want to, an obstacle course, if we make this giant, like so, and I'll just use the move tool to move it down. Let's move it a bit more. And I think we can just move this a bit up. So before you watch the rest of the video, create an obstacle course with this as your lava and a couple of blocks which you can jump across to the end. So pause the video here before I show you how to do it. Alright, so in scripts, you have to write the exact same thing for this red block, and that will be your lava. And I'm not sure if there's a lava material, but you can check. Let's see. Is there? Yes, there is actually. I have not made lava games before, so this is new as well. Then you can get any type of block, any part. Should we don't want that part? For these purposes, we'll just use a sphere. Now let's drag that over to here. So this sphere, I'll make it like this, and the color, I'll just make it white. So you can do whatever you want with these spheres. And if you rescale this, and you can just make a couple of these spheres. And this is just a simple obstacle course, which is very easy to make. And just make it about how long you want, and then you can just no, I'm sorry. So actually, I'm not gonna do terrain editor, but instead I'll just add this new bit here. Nope. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna add this final block right here. I'll select it. I'll move it here. And I'll just rescale it to a bigger final block. And if we move it downwards, I'll just move it like this. And this is a simple obby game. So if I touch the lava, I'll die. Now, I forgot to mention, you need to save. I'll just save it. Now, the blocks have not appeared. If you know why, leave it in the comments. Try to figure it out yourself. If you got to the same point as I did right now, see what you can do. Pause the video and then you watch it. So, after you've paused the video, this is what you do. These blocks need to be anchored. They have not been anchored. So you just need to anchor all of them. And then we play it. They should all appear right here. You can jump onto them. And some of the most successful Roblox games are actually obbies. And this is just a very simple one. There's no like checkpoints or anything. But it's your first ever game on Roblox. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. And stay tuned for part 2. And this is part 1 of this new series of coding for beginners. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.